Act 5 questions with model answers. 1. What did Lady Macbeth suffer from? She was sleepwalking and rubbing her hands all the time, seeing blood in them. She got insane. 2. Why did the doctor say he can't cure Lady Macbeth's disease? The doctor saw that Lady Macbeth's disease wasn't physical. 3. What was the doctor's advice to the gentlewoman about Lady Macbeth? He advised the gentlewoman to take away anything that Lady Macbeth could use to kill herself. 4. Why did most of the Scottish lords and soldiers join Malcolm's army? To punish Macbeth for his terrible crimes and tyranny. 5. Why did Macbeth ignore the news about Malcolm's army? Macbeth believed in the witch's prophecies that he is safe and unbeatable. 6. Why did Macbeth order his servant to bring his armor, to feel more prepared and confident? 7. What was Malcolm's plan to surprise Macbeth's castle? How did the prophecy of the third apparition come true? Malcolm ordered the soldiers to cut down the tree branches of Birnam Wood and to hold them in front of themselves to hide their real number and surprise Macbeth's castle in attack. It looked like Birnam Wood was moving to Dunsinane Hill. 8. Why did Macduff want to fight no one but Macbeth? Why did Macbeth try to avoid him? Macduff's only aim was to find Macbeth and kill him in avenge to the murder of his family. Macbeth wanted to avoid him because his hands were involved in the blood of Macduff's family. 9. What were the crimes that Lady Macbeth referred to in her sleepwalking? She referred to the murder of King Duncan, Banquo, and Macduff's family. What did Lady Macbeth use to do in her sleepwalking? She used to rub her hands, trying to get rid of imaginary bloodstains. 11. How did Lady Macbeth meet her end? She may have ended her life by her own hand to get rid of her feeling of guilt. 12. What was Macbeth's reaction at Lady Macbeth's death? He felt that her death wasn't at a proper time. 13. How did Macbeth receive the news that Birnam Wood was moving towards his castle? Macbeth was completely angry. He finally realized that the witches had tricked him. 14. Who did Macbeth encounter first in the battle, and what was the result of the duel? Macbeth encountered young Siward, and he quickly killed him in their duel. 15. When did Macbeth finally realize that he was completely fooled by the witches? When Macduff told Macbeth that he wasn't born of a woman and that he was untimely ripped of his mother's womb. 16. Why was Siward proud of his son? Siward was proud of his son because he died bravely in the battle. 17. How did Macbeth meet his end? When his castle was in the hands of Malcolm's army. He met Macduff, who was seeking him for revenge. Macduff takes Macbeth's head off. 18. How was Macbeth's tragic end? He lost his wife, he lost the kingship, and finally, he lost his life in the duel with Macduff. 19. How was Lady Macbeth the cause of Macbeth's tragedy? Macbeth was at first loyal to the king and a great army leader. Lady Macbeth aroused his greed and pushed him to betray his king and put him on the road of self-destruction. 20. How did the witches lead Macbeth to his tragic end? The witches planted the seed of greed and endless ambition in his mind when they told him he should be a king soon. They aroused his greed and pushed him to betray the king. They led him to his own destruction. The most important quotations. 1. Out, damned spot! Out, I say! Lady Macbeth said this to herself in one of her sleepwalking fits. Her guilty conscience made it difficult for her to sleep. 2. Who would have thought the old man to have had so much blood in him? Lady Macbeth said this in one of her sleepwalking fits. She was talking about the killing of Duncan, the old king. 3. Here's the smell of blood still. All the perfumes of Arabia will not sweeten this little hand. Lady Macbeth said this in one of her sleepwalking. She imagined that even if she used all the perfumes of Arabia, they would not clear the smell of blood off her hands. 4. What's done cannot be undone. Lady Macbeth said this in one of her sleepwalking. Her guilty conscience drove her mad. She gave confessions about their crimes. However, they couldn't go back and undo their crimes. 5. She has spoke what she should not, I am sure of that. Heaven knows what she has known. The gentlewoman said that to the doctor about Lady Macbeth. She told him that Lady Macbeth had revealed much of the secrets. 6. Unnatural deeds do breed unnatural troubles. The doctor said to the gentlewoman, he meant that Lady Macbeth's disease couldn't be cured. 7. Bring me no more reports, let them fly all. Till Birnam Wood removed to Dunsinane, I cannot taint with fear. Macbeth said this to his soldiers at his castle. He was angry about the news he kept receiving about Malcolm's army. 8. She should have died hereafter. Macbeth said this when Satan told him that Lady Macbeth died. He meant that his wife should have lived to a later time. 9. It is a tale told by an idiot, full of sound and fury, signifying nothing. Macbeth said this when he received the news of his wife's death. He felt that life became miserable and meaningless. 10. Arm and out. Macbeth said this to his soldiers when he saw that Birnam Wood was actually moving towards Dunsinane Castle. Macbeth felt fear. 11. Thou wist born of woman. Macbeth said this when faced young Seward and quickly killed him. Macbeth still believed in the witches and thought he killed Seward easily as he bore a charmed life. 12. I have no words. My voice is in my sword. Macduff said this when he faced Macbeth in the battle. He said his only intention is to kill Macbeth. 13. I bear a charmed life, which must not yield to one of woman born. Macbeth said this when he faced Macduff in the battle. He told Macduff that he bore a charmed life. 14. Macduff was from his mother's womb, untimely ripped. Macduff said this to Macbeth. Macduff told him that he was untimely taken out of his mother's womb. 15. Hail, King, for so thou art. Behold, where stands the usurper's cursed head. Macduff said this when he came to Malcolm, carrying Macbeth's head. He offered his loyalty to Malcolm, the new King of Scotland.